Okay, so what is the chemical equation for aerobic respiration? Okay, good. We're going to use, we're going to write out C6H12O6 plus oxygen makes CO2 plus H2O, right? And it also gives off energy. Okay, is this an exergonic or endergonic reaction? Exergonic, why? Because it releases energy, right? Exergonic. All right, is this a catabolic or anabolic reaction? Catabolic, right? You're breaking something down. What are you breaking down? Glucose. Good. All right. What organisms use respiration? Animals and plants. It said everything, but not everything uses respiration. So the correct answer would be eukaryotes. Yep. And some bacteria. So some bacteria are extremophiles, which means extreme loving. So these are bacteria that live in extreme environments such as hydrothermal vents or geysers, where the temperatures are really, really hot. And rather than using oxygen, they use a different chemical for their electron acceptor. All right, lastly, where does respiration occur? Okay, mitochondria is more specific. All cells that have mitochondria then have cellular respiration taking place. What's that? Plants have mitochondria as well. So they do in the mitochondria. Okay. So, why are organisms doing respiration? And what are the conditions that lead to that? First, what did you need? What was on the left side of the glucose, right? Glucose, which has been available in the Earth's history since photosynthesis has been taking place. What else did you need? Oxygen. So early on in Earth's history, there was no oxygen in the environment. So with oxygen, an increase in oxygen in the atmosphere, now you can participate in respiration. Fermentation does not require oxygen, so that's kind of a bonus. Okay? Both of them start with glucose at the beginning, but fermentation, you only get 2 ATP net. In respiration, you get 32. Okay, so respiration is more efficient, but it's also a little bit slower. So fermentation is faster. Okay. In addition, where does it occur again? Where does respiration occur? In the mitochondria. So what event evolutionarily did you need to take place in order for respiration to occur in eukaryotes? Good. So endosymbiosis had to occur in order for eukaryotic cellular respiration. Whereas fermentation can be done in all organisms, including eukaryotes, right? So it's a simpler process. So for the most part then, you have prokaryotes are just relying on fermentation. Eukaryotes are relying on respiration for their energy needs. Yes?
Does that have anything to do with why prokaryotes are smaller?
Yes, yeah. So there's a limit to your size if all you can get is 2 ATP out of 1 glucose, right? So this allowed for multicellularity to occur as well because you can get more energy more efficiently. Good. So the first step of cellular respiration is called glycolysis. What does lyse mean? Lysis. Yes, good. To split or cut. Okay, and what are we cutting in this? What's glyco referring to?
Sugar.
Yeah, sugar. In this instance, we have a glucose. So we're taking a glucose, which is how many carbons? Okay, 6 carbon glucose. And we're splitting it. We're breaking 2 of the bonds. That's pretty good. And we're releasing those bonds. They release energy. And we're making 2 pyruvates, which have how many carbons? 3. Okay, good. So is this reaction exergonic or endergonic? Exergonic. Yeah, we're giving off energy. Okay, in the process, we use that energy to convert 2 ADPs to 2 ATPs, right? So now we have ATP readily available for energy, and this is what most prokaryotes are going to do. We also have NAD plus, 2 of those, which are converted into NADH. All right. What are we doing to NAD plus here? What happened to it? It was reduced, right? Okay, if you add a hydrogen, it's reduced. Okay? Is the process of NAD plus to NADH exergonic or endergonic? Endergonic. We're adding energy. We're using this energy from glycolysis to add that hydrogen to NAD+. What about ADP to ATP? Endergonic or exergonic? Endergonic as well. We added a phosphate molecule, so now we have 3 instead of 2. So we added a bond, added energy. All right, we then can use NADH later and pyruvate later in the next step, okay, which we'll talk about on Friday. All right, last thing about glycolysis. Where does glycolysis occur? Well, to help answer this, what types of organisms use glycolysis? What's that? Eukaryotes. What else? Bacteria. All, right? So cellular respiration is only used by some bacteria and all eukaryotes. But glycolysis, which is the first step, is used by all organisms. Now we know that cellular respiration occurs in the mitochondria, but not all organisms have mitochondria, right? So where then must it occur? Right? In the cytoplasm. So all you have to do is get glucose in the cytoplasm. The enzymes are already there to break it down into pyruvate. You then take pyruvate and move it into the mitochondria to finish the other steps of cellular respiration. Okay, any questions? Okay.